This is EEOC versus CVS Pharmacy. So once again, the EEOC attacked a severance agreement. The language it was concerned with was a cooperation clause, a non-disparagement clause, and there's a few more clauses. Let's talk about those for a second. Interestingly, they sued under the same section, Section 707 of Title VII, but CVS did not want to settle. In this case, a manager had been terminated, signed a severance agreement, and then complained to the EEOC that she was terminated based on, I think, her sex and race. As part of this complaint process, the EEOC got its hands on the severance agreement. The EEOC then dismissed her charge as meritless, so they found no discrimination, and sent CVS a sternly worded letter saying, we think that you're violating Section 07 because of the language in the severance agreement we've obtained. So they sent this letter despite the fact that this manager was clearly not intimidated and clearly felt comfortable talking to the EEOC even after she signed the severance agreement, and her claims were meritless. Again, same district office of the EEOC, the Chicago office. So the other provisions the EEOC was concerned about and named in the letter were a non-disclosure provision, so a confidentiality provision, a general release of claims, and a covenant not to sue. There was a disclaimer in this agreement as well that the EEOC alleged was not sufficient. This is actually the part that concerns me the most, just as a lawyer, the fact that the agencies don't defer to these disclaimers. I mean, again, this one talks about cooperating with the government agency as opposed to bringing a claim with the government agency, so that might be the problem. This went to full-blown litigation. The EEOC ended up losing. CVS ended up winning on a technicality. There's a requirement in Title VII that before the EEOC brings suit against a company or an employer, they have to negotiate settlement. That's so the government doesn't waste resources on a trial that really didn't need to happen. In this case, the court found that the EEOC did not spend enough time negotiating settlement. They violated their conciliation obligations under the regulations, and so CVS won. But again, that's a technicality, and the nice thing about this case is it gives you some idea of what the EEOC thinks is inappropriate.